Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jalisa Jaikaran and I'm a makeup artist, and today we are doing a all Glossier review. Now I have the foundation, the concealer and the powder, and I've been meaning to talk about it for a while, and then most of the time sometimes I kind of wear them separately, but I really wanted to see how they all work together. So I'm going to be using the new foundations, the concealers, the powders. I also have the bubble wrap with me and also their gloss. So it's an all Glossier type day. So if you want to see what this foundation, concealer and powder does, keep on watching. So I'm not wearing anything on my face right now. I'm just going to do brow gel. I don't really want too much going on, and I'm going to go ahead and apply the bubble wrap. Now I have a review on this if you have not seen it, and I'm going to apply this around under my eyes and a tiny bit on my lips, and just gonna like rub that in. I'm cheating because I'm like rubbing it everywhere. But it really feels nice and it works well as a primer, so I'm just gonna rub it everywhere. All right, so I have several shades in the Perfecting Skin Tint. I am shade number G4, but I'm gonna show you guys one shade lighter and one shade darker. So I have also G5 and G3. So I'm just going to give a little quick swatch on there. So we'll start at G3, which would be, G3 would be the darker shade. So the cool thing about Glossier is that they actually did it reverse, which is, I think, maybe a first, because most brands go from lightest to darkest. So this one is G3. So this is G3. Let's do G4. I feel like now I'm looking at it, I'm like, maybe I could wear G3 because I'm a bit more tan. So this is G4 next to it. And then we have G5, which is a little lighter, which would be like the shade that I would usually highlight with, which is like super light. So we'll see. Let's see if I stick with G4, but usually I use G4. And let me show you the concealers while we're at it. So this is what G4 looks like, and this would be my perfect shade. This is G3, which is the shade that I would wear around my mouth for coverage. And then G2 is even darker. I don't have my lighter shade right now. So, which is fine because I want to keep it light. I'll just put the foundation underneath there. All right, so let's go ahead, and I have my powder, and the powder that I'm using is G4. So as usual, we're gonna look at what they say on the website, and this is for the Skin Perfecting Tint, just so you know, we can see if the claims are true. So pretty much I would describe Glossier as like model makeup. I use this in my kit a lot for beauty shoots and things like that. So the foundation is not for everybody, but I personally like that look. So they said that the makeup is between bare skin and makeup, and it provides a breathable ultra thin formula that auto fits the skin, making application as simple as throwing on a moisturizer. What it won't do is hide your freckles, cake your pores, or cover you up. So they explicitly tell you on the website, this is not the foundation for a beat face. Like, this is not what we're doing over here. And the key ingredients is they have diamond powder, which gives a brightening and blurring effect while helping minimize the appearance of pores, and glycerin, which helps attract and retain moisture. On the website, they suggest that you shake the foundation and gently use with the tips of your fingers, blend upward and outward, and you'll get an instant dewiness and sheer coverage. So I'm gonna apply that first, and I think I'm gonna stick with the G4, which is the usual shade that I use. So now that we have the foundation on, I'm gonna apply the concealer just where I pretty much would use it usually. So a bit under my eyes and also around my mouth. But let's see what the website says. So this is a stretch concealer. It's undetectable and flexible coverage. And this concealer is inspired by skin. It's buildable formula. It covers everything from dark circles and blemishes. And there's adaptable mineral pigments that blend into the skin seamlessly for natural looking coverage, while elastic micro waxes move with your face instead of caking on top of it. I like that Glossier keeps saying like, we're not doing cake over here. This is not what we're doing. So the key ingredients is this is buildable, it's enhancing, it's flexible, and it's nourishing. The key ingredients is the basic benefits. The key ingredients is cocoa butter, and that is just full of the good stuff that promotes skin suppleness. Avocado and jojoba oil nourish skin, prevents water loss, gives a natural dewy finish. Beeswax and microcrystalline wax gives concealer a super elastic consistency, which allows to move with your expressions, not stiffen and cake. Yo, this is so funny. They're like, we're not doing cake face, please, no. All right, so, and then the adaptable mineral pigments merge seamlessly with a wide range of skin tones for natural looking coverage. And this concealer comes in 12 shades as well. So let's go ahead and do it. So I'm gonna do the G3 under my eyes. So wait, no. I'm doing G4 under my eyes, G3 around my mouth. And what I like to do when I put the concealer on, especially with my fingers, I'm not just putting it on, you know, I'm not really rubbing it. I don't want to pull the skin around my eyes. I'm just lightly tapping it. And this also helps build like a nice natural coverage. So I'm just tapping as I go. And if I feel like, oh, this finger has too much product on it, I'll take a clean finger and use this like a blending brush pretty much. So I'm going to just diffuse what I did already with a clean finger. And then I'm going to go in with G3 around my mouth, just because I like a little bit more coverage there, and around my mouth is a bit darker. So you don't want to go in with a shade that's perfect. So if I went with the concealer shade for under my eyes around my mouth, it would not match. So if you're not color correcting, because I'm not doing that today, what I could do is put the darker one around my mouth, and then what I would do is go ahead with the G4 and just like lightly tap on top of it, just to kind of balance the color out. So like around the mouth, it's not gonna look like, oh, I just put dark concealer around there. So you're gonna just help balance it out by applying a darker shade that matches, not just any darker shade, but whatever matches that color skin. Now that we have the foundation and concealer on, I'm gonna apply the powder, and pretty much the powder gives a perfect matte but not flat finish. It comes in only 5 shades. It helps cut, shine, blur the appearance of pores, set makeup to look like skin. What it won't do is leave a chalky film, cake into lines, flatten skin's texture, or announce its presence in photographs, which is perfect for beauty shoots and stuff like that. And there is no skin tone is HD white. Pair with the angelically soft water brush. I don't have that. And then the benefits are refining, mattifying, and makeup setting. So I'm gonna apply this. I have shade number G4. And this is what the powder itself looks like. This is what the case looks like. And this is what G4 looks like. So I'm just gonna apply this with a dome shape powder brush. And my concentration of powder is like really to the center of my face. I'm not really gonna put a ton of powder here because I want my cheeks to still look very dewy. And remember, always when you're putting powder on your forehead, you can always use whatever's left on the brush, because the skin is so thin on your forehead, you don't necessarily need a ton of coverage up there. Even if you have like scars or like little hyperpigmentation marks, you can go ahead and conceal it. But when you're putting powder up there, you don't want to put too much going on, because that's where all your expression is. And when you like scrunch your face or you laugh or you do anything like that, you don't want your makeup to look cakey. You want it to look nice and smooth. So I'm not really like taking powder and putting it up there. I'm just using whatever's left on my brush.